Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
And I know you guys can't tell this at home, but it smells fabulous in here. I love it. Can you tell us when you opened Cakecrumbs and what made you decide to open such a tasty store?
Sure. We opened in July of 2007 in a teeny tiny little spot. We started as a cake shop only. I decided to open a cake shop because I loved baking cakes and decorating, and I have an artistic flair, and it was one way to create something my customers were going to purchase. And yeah, I grew up with a German grandmother who baked from scratch all the time, and really admired that about her and that about desserts. So yeah.
Any significance to Denver? Are you from Denver, or?
I am a Colorado native, not from Denver, but we live in Denver now. We've been in Denver for about 13 years, but I grew up north in the Broomfield, Boulder area.
Now, I'm sure there's not really any Cakecrumbs left from your creations afterwards, but I love the name. Can you tell us a bit about what inspired you to call it Cakecrumbs?
Absolutely. Prior to owning a bakery, I worked in the field of psychology. I was out to lunch with lots of my coworkers one day after I had decided to open my own shop, and we had a brainstorming session, and we went rounds and rounds, I think, for about 2 hours what to name the shop, and we thought Cakecrumbs was fun, light, not pretentious, and just a nice name for a neighborhood, family-friendly bakery.
It's funny that you say fun, light, and non-pretentious, because when you walk in here, that's exactly the vibe that you guys have going on. It's colorful, it's bright, it makes you happy when you think of cakes. So it's a very, very good atmosphere. Is there any way you can I know you have many, but is there any way you can go over some of the cakes? I know you offer cupcakes, some of your specialty cakes that you offer?
Yeah, you know, we do take a lot of pride in our cakes, especially. They're an artistic creation. Every time we put something new out, we put a lot of thought into the color, the detail, the design, the decoration, and what the customer's asking for. They're very personal. But we also take a lot of pride in our cupcakes. We love to think of ourselves as one of the cupcake competitors in Denver. Everything's from scratch. We make it with our heart. We love it. And I would say those two items really have put us on the map, along with the other things we've offered, just by answering the needs of our current customers and the neighborhood.
Now, Rome wasn't built in a day. Certainly these masterpieces are not created in a matter of hours or a day. How long does it take to create one of these, and can you kind of go over how someone would order them?
Sure. You know, we do ask for a 48-hour notice on all of our custom cakes, only because we don't freeze anything. Everything is made to order fresh from scratch. So the process for ordering is they order 48 hours in advance unless we're booked. We do book up on Fridays and Saturdays quite frequently, where we do have to stop taking orders. So we do encourage people to order as soon as they know they need a cake. But so we take that 48 hours to bake their cake, decorate it, and deliver it. So it's a really kind of a 2 to 3 day process depending on the technicality of the cake.
Now, we've all heard stories of bridezillas or certain people that probably come in here and have this distinct vision of what they want, and it's difficult to translate that into a cake. How do you kind of keep everybody happy?
You know, I would say we don't draw in a lot of bridezillas, maybe because of our atmosphere, our playfulness. I don't consider ourselves super fancy elegant. We're more fun and playful, bright and cheery. So there's definitely a difference with our clientele. We usually serve brides and grooms that are looking for something fun and lighthearted for their wedding. So to be honest, we just sit down, take their order. They always work with me. I don't pass off wedding orders to anyone else. That ordering process can take 30 minutes to several weeks, and by the time we're done with the order, we just make sure we've got it on paper. Everyone's happy with the ideas, the design, the concept, the colors, and yeah, then we're ready to go.
Would you say that that kind of laid-back atmosphere is what makes Cakecrumbs unique to Denver? Is there anything else that sets you apart from all the other bakeries?
You know, I feel like that laid-back atmosphere does make us unique. I definitely want to invite people to come here just to have a good time, enjoy what they're getting. Remember, life is just too short to dwell on details. You know, have a nice time. But I think what sets us apart from Denver, too, we have phenomenal customer service. That's really one thing we pride ourselves in. And we've got a great product. With everything being made from scratch, it's good. They're recipes that I've known for years, that I've acquired from my grandmother. They're recipes that we've acquired from our professional bakers that they've been baking for years, and we just really have a nice accumulation of tasty treats.
Now also, you have an amazingly talented group of people working with you. Apparently over a third of them are trained in the culinary arts. Is it important that you create an environment for them here where they can be creative and they can grow with their culinary skills?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I tell my staff when they come here with a professional pastry degree, this is probably not their field or the career they're going to end in. This is where they're going to utilize their skills, gain more out of this job so they can move on to be, you know, Denver's best pastry chefs. But this is really a nice stepping stone for them where they can learn, utilize what they've got, and put it on their resume. So we really like to open the door to help them put more on their resume.
And another thing that makes you guys unique, I can't help noticing and smelling this as well, is that you guys offer breakfast and lunch, which is kind of unique for bakeries to do that. Can you go over some of the menu items for us?
Sure. We do offer breakfast and lunch now, just as a demand with the neighborhood. You know, it's simple stuff. Breakfast sandwiches, egg, sausage, cheese on an English muffin, and bagel sandwiches, breakfast burritos, a phenomenal breakfast burrito we get rave reviews about. And then for lunch, we've got a couple salads. One of our salads that people come back for is called a tuna orzo salad. It's really an orzo pasta salad with tuna, Kalamata olives, a balsamic vinaigrette, and then sandwiches that are simple but delicious. And one thing we like to say about breakfast and lunch is it's a guiltless way to enjoy something at Cakecrumb's if you don't feel like you want to eat a pastry. So, yeah.
I find it hard to believe people could leave without getting something sweet, though. I'm sure pretty.
Most of our customers do leave with something sweet, but we do have a few clients that are happy we've got lunch so they can enjoy the atmosphere and not feel too guilty about eating something.
Now, you seem to have a lot of followers here already. It's very full in here, but do you have any clients that actually travel to Cakecrumb's or travel to order cakes?
We do. We've had customers come from Castle Rock, Greeley, Grand Junction, and those are cake customers. Those are customers calling around looking for a specific cake. They find we can do it, and we've got a good reputation for our cake quality. So,
what's the most unique request you've had for a cake?
Sure. A couple weeks ago, as a matter of fact, we had a bride and groom that requested a train-shaped cake. They apparently met traveling foreign trains. It was a cake large enough to feed 180 people. It was an engine, a coal car, a baggage car, and 2 passenger cars. It was enormous. It took us probably 23 hours combined labor time for it. We did it in 3 days. We delivered it. It took us about an hour and a half to set up, but it was really fun.
What is your personal favorite thing here, just in case I want to try something a little later?
Sure. My favorite is the chocolate cupcake with chocolate frosting. I love chocolate, so.
It's like you read my mind. You just knew. Now, lastly, is there any advice you can give our viewers when they're deciding what kind of cake they want? I know it's really difficult for a special occasion. Anything you tell them or tips?
Sure. You know, I think definitely have an idea of what you're looking for. Speak with someone before you order a cake. Get an idea of that bakery. Come in, buy a cupcake or something, see if you like the cake. There are so many different types of bakeries in Denver. We all have different baking styles, different recipes, and so yeah, I would just definitely get a good idea of what the cake quality is like, what it tastes like, and then as far as design, just have an idea of what you're looking for. Go in with that, and we can help build on that idea.
And is there anything you'd like to offer our viewers that are watching, or do you have any specials ever that you offer?
Sure. You know, we've got daily specials all week, so Tuesday through Sunday right now. One of my favorite specials is Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Buy one, get one free. Yep.
So everyone, did you hear that? Buy one, get one free. Everyone should take her up on that. I definitely am going to be taking you up on that. Thank you so much, Danon, for being with us today. You have a beautiful store. I can't help myself because the fumes are just starting to get to me. So once again, we are here at Cakecrumb's, which is located on East 22nd Avenue and Kearney Street in Denver, Colorado. You can find them online at www.cake-crumbs.com, and the number is at the bottom of your screen. Thank you again so much. I'm going to try one of these delicious treats. I'm Nadine Murray for CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.